I direct your attention to something quite extraordinary, quite incredible, quite unlike anything you may have experienced in your life.
Yo, what it do, guys? Hey, welcome to the very first episode of the Takeover Show. Guys, super excited. I'm Misa. I'll be your host, guys. I'm going to introduce the whole squad right now. First thing I want to do is I want to give thanks to everybody watching and listening. I want to give a big shout out to our boy Kino. We're in his studios right now. This place is at Studio One and Palace here at Sunland Park Mall. It's Sunland Park Mall, no? It changed its name, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. So thank you to Kino. Round of applause for Kino. Kevin, real quick, please. Also, a big shout out to our sponsor. Let me get this. Whoa there, Danny.
Cut him off.
All right, guys. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Cornerstone General Solutions Constructions Innovation, better known as CGSO. Big old shout out to you guys. No, it's CSGSO. I thought that's what I said. I said it wrong. Damn. It's all right. We got Omar. He'll be editing that shit out. So, anyways, guys, real quick, I want to introduce the rest of the squad, starting with our co-host. He stands at about 8 feet tall. He's also a New Mexico State champ. Not just that, guys, but he's also my cousin. Everybody, please welcome the one, the only, Danny Day.
Yo, what's good? Excited to be here.
Hey, dude, you're having a hard time with your mic up there, guy. Jesus. Anyways, guys, I want to introduce a guy that most of you guys might already know. He's a very sexy guy. He's a creator and owner of Next Gen Sports and Ducci's. Please give it up for the very sexy Chuy.
What up, guys? What up? Thank you.
Yes, sir. And off camera and off mic, we got my little brother, Kevin. He's running the soundboard, so shout out to Kevin, man. Also, a big shout out to our boy Omar from Sun City Vibes. He's our videographer, and he's the one that's getting all this set up for us. So shout out to you guys one more time. Kevin, round of applause, please. Man, all right, guys. So I'm gonna do what I've been waiting for a couple of months now. Introduce our very first guest of the Takeover Show. He is a local legend, a host of 104.3 Hit FM Morning Match and Noontime Workout. He's also a resident at the Pitbulls GLOBALIZATIon on Sirius XM. Please help me welcome the one, the only, Mr. DJ JOHNNY KAGE.
Thanks, man.
Bro, welcome.
Thanks, man.
Let's get this shit fixed real quick, dude, and then we'll continue.
Sorry about that, guys.
It's the vice grip.
I don't know what it is, man. Everything was fine, right? It's been fine for about an hour. We had it set up. JOHNNY KAGE was late, fashionably late. He was texting me. Let's talk about this a little bit while Danny gets this fixed. So Cage sends me a text just to confirm the location and time. And then he went and he asked me, what should I wear? Kevin, what do you think, Kevin? This guy's asking me, what should I wear? I don't know, but dude, first off, man, thank you so much for giving your time to hanging out with us.
Thanks, man. It's always a blast, bro.
Yeah, as far, if you guys don't know, JOHNNY KAGE was a regular over at our last show over at CWCM. He was. You would come in the first episode of every year, right?
Every year, man.
At
Yeah.
the beginning of a year.
Yeah.
Dude. Well, shit. One more time, Kevin. Give him a round of applause for showing up, dude. I really appreciate it. I've had the opportunity to meet a lot of notable people from here, and I gotta say, you're probably one of the top, more down to earth. You're more humblest guy that I've ever met, man. You've always been very cool, responding, and that's what I love, man. I don't like that. This whole being known this much doesn't get to your head, bro.
Yeah, exactly,
that's
man.
Really good.
I know.
So
thanks, man.
Yeah,
what I want to do, man, is I want to kind of go back a little bit. I know that we've talked about it a few times, but I kind of want to talk a little bit about your bring up here in El Paso. You're from the Lower Valley. You're a Lower Valley kid, huh?
Lower Valley kid, man. Born and raised in the Lower Valley. Went to Riverside High School, man. So yeah, Valley kids.
Riverside High School.
Yeah, I'm a Riverside
How was that?
Ranger.
How
It was
that?
dope, man.
We're only doing that because we're on the west side.
It was dope, man. It was dope. Honestly, growing up in the Valley, for anyone that knows El Paso, it definitely humbles you.
Yeah. And, so by the time you went to Riverside High School, by the time you're already in high school, you're already doing music, right?
I was already DJing. Yeah, man, I was DJing. I was already into music. So yeah, I mean, I've been in this forever.
Dude, okay, so I want to know when exactly you started. I know that at a very young age you would you lived with your grandparents, and you told me you would sneak out to Juarez.
Yeah,
What
man.
age was that?
I would sneak out when I was about 14 years old, and I would take off to Juarez, and I used to get into the clubs, man, the bars over there, with my library ID.
Library
Damn.
ID.
Yeah.
OG as fuck,
Yeah,
bro.
bro.
You know
Just
clap
slide a
for
5
that,
in
bro.
there.
Wait,
Yeah.
That's
OG. That's OG.
Yeah.
So what, was there somebody that kind of like brought you along one day, or was it something that you just kind of heard about and you just wanted to go and try it out there in Juarez? Because that's dangerous.
You know what, man? Back in the day, it wasn't so bad. It wasn't bad at all. It's, Mexico gets a really bad image for what has happened, in the last, 15 years. But before that, I mean, before all that stuff, it still is a beautiful country, and it's a beautiful city, man. So no, man, I mean, I was always, everyone always knew that was the place to go. And I had friends that would always be like, they talk about, because I hung out with a bunch of older kids in the neighborhood.
Okay.
So they'd always talk about Juarez. So I got curious and I went one time, man.
Fuck yeah.
And what was the place that you used to go out there in Juarez?
First place I ever got into was a place called The Alive. They called it The Cave as well. Dude, you'd give the guy $10 or $5 and he'd let you in, and if he asked for an ID.
Where people call with that, they do that whole drink and drown shit.
A drink and drown was dope, man. So drink and drown was basically it was between $5, $8, and $10. So usually it was about $10 or $8. Yeah, around there. So you'd pay that and you'd drink all night. All you had to do was just tip the bartender every time he came back. But back then, I mean, you think about it, this is in the 90s.
Right.
So tipping wasn't like it is nowadays, and it was all meseros, or the bartenders were all guys. So you tip them $1 and 50 cents. They'd be bad. I mean, they're very humble.
Pesos?
Oh yeah,
Those
dude.
pesos,
Back in its heyday.
Yeah.
So,
man.
So when you would go at this age, at age 14 in Juarez, obviously you would sneak out.
I'd either sneak out or I'd just tell them that I was gonna stay at my friend's house, and what a lot of us did when we were younger.
So you would go out there, and then what? Like, would you already DJing, or was it?
No, I would go out there, and honestly, man, because I wasn't really a big drinker. I was more into the music. I was into, because Mexico, Juarez in general has always been a lot more advanced in music, as far as El Paso. They're always more accepting to the type of music that I liked and I played. It was European music back. They used to call it Euro. So they used to call it Euro dance. They play a lot of house. They play a lot of just different stuff, man. So that basically got my attention.
So what got you? What was like? Were you like the light guy, or were you like some sound guy, or
no?
Or were you just sit in the back and just check these guys out? Or?
No, I did. I would just go there, and I'd go with my friends, and we'd go there. Because back in the day, man, there was no bottle popping. It wasn't a shit show. You went to go dance. You went to go hook up with a girl if you got a chance.
Right.
You dance.
Yeah.
You actually asked the girl to dance, and had fun. You mingled. It wasn't about who's wearing what, who's got the most money. Because it wasn't, man. It was about, just having fun.
Yeah.
More of the experience rather
Yeah.
than trying to get drunk.
Living in the moment,
Yeah, I mean, that's what it should be now. But what's the big difference that you see now? Like you being the DJ and comparing it to when you first started going out. Mm-hmm. What's the big difference now that you see in the crowd?
You know what, man? Unfortunately, and I'm not afraid to say this, a lot of these places, it's not about the music quality, because a lot of them sound the same. You know, they're all playing the same reggaeton. They're all
That's
playing the
true.
same. They're playing what's. I'm not hating on it. They're playing what's hot. They're playing to that young generation. But it's also who has the hottest bartenders. That's where. That's
Facts.
you know that
Facts.
definitely. That's definitely. It's not about music. It's not about drink specials. It's about who's got the hottest bartenders, and that's where they're gonna go.
It's facts.
Do you feel like where the music is going right now compared to how it was, like it's something that you don't like, or do you stick to what you used to play, or do you?
No,
mix
you know
it
what?
up?
I embrace it, man. I just know how to work it into my mixes, man. So I mean, I've always been very a DJ that can play anything. I learned early how to play everything from Spanish to corridos to rock en español.
Madre.
Yeah, man, I play everything. So I mean, I embrace it, and I understand. You know, I don't put myself in certain settings that I don't want to be in. So I turn down a lot of gigs, a lot of events.
Yeah.
I mean,
Really?
I it's hard to get me to play at night, man. It really is. Like I like doing day parties and I like doing
Yeah.
events that I throw or have hand in,
Yeah.
just because I can dictate what type of music I want.
Yeah, because
Respect.
depending on the demographic or
Yeah.
where you are, you gotta play different.
Yeah. The thunder rolls.
Hey, dude, speaking of country and shit, in the thunder rolls.
Yeah, no.
What's that one, Kevin? What's his? Tying this up or something. But I want to know, dude. What I want to know is how was that transition from like going to Juarez, starting off there to eventually making yourself over to 104.3?
Well, you know, it it kind of went hand in hand because in Juarez, I started DJing over there as, you know, in my teenage years.
Right.
So I made a lot of connections. I made a lot of friends. I got to meet a lot of people, man. A lot of, you know, big people that were important in radio in Juarez, in Mexico in general. And I ended up meeting a gentleman by the name of Ricardo Cantu.
Okay.
And Ricardo's still in our company, man. So
So he's so I think that's what you told me last time and I didn't know this either, that 104.3 is like a sister radio to or the owners are from Mexico.
Yeah, we're a Mexican-owned radio station, man. So our owners are from Mexico City. So we have what we call a cluster. It's us, it's KBNA, Que Buena, and it's also La Zeta.
Really?
That's it.
Yeah.
So you guys are like a trifecta?
So we got a couple of stations, and the other ones are AM stations. But yeah, I mean, so I made the connections over there, and then when I met Ricardo, you know, he had a spot open to do mix shows on the weekend.
Right.
So he had asked my buddy Danny Piseño at the time, Dangerous Danny, shouts to him, and Danny came to me and he's like, "Hey man, I know you play house, you know, I play freestyle," because he played freestyle. I was like, let's do a little mix show, and I was like, yeah man. So we used to knock out like 10 or 12 hours of mixes every Friday and Saturday, and then we used to drive them to Juarez ourselves on cassette decks, man. Cassette decks, we tape them. So I'd record an hour on cassette, he'd record an hour. So we'd do, you know, we'd
back
split
and
it up.
forth.
Yeah, we'd split it up like, you know, 6 hours him, 6
Right.
hours me, and then we'd drive them into Juarez, and we'd leave them. We'd actually drive into the DJ booth, like drive where the cabina's at, like, that's what they call it, right?
Yeah.
And it's funny because the radio station back then, it was 107.5 Vida that I was on. It looked like an old clinic, or like it was just a bunch of little offices, like cubicles, like little just offices, man.
Yeah.
So you'd have one station here, one station there, and we'd tape our mixes together, like 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, and we leave them there, and they'd play them on the weekends.
Fucking Cage was taking shit over to Mexico, dude. Instead, man, that's fucking crazy. So then eventually they just offered you the job, and you started off in the mornings. I think you started off.
No, actually, they didn't offer me the job, bro.
You didn't. What happened?
No, so the way I got on 104, man, is it was in the early 2000s. 104 came on. Because back then it was just maybe two other radio stations, the rival.
I
radio
remember
stations.
104. I think the new. They just kept saying that.
Yeah. So
2004, no?
So no, 2000. I think it was like 2000, 2001.
Oh, damn.
2001. So when they came on, I heard them and I was like, I need to be on that station because they were playing dance music, house music.
Oh, yeah.
Power was the only other competition, and that's been always the hip hop station.
hip-hop with Power
you know,
Jam.
known as, you know, quote unquote hip hop. So they had a whole, I mean, they were a whole station with DJs and on-air talent, and these guys were fresh, and they were playing stuff that wasn't being played in El Paso. So
And then you're like, hey, man, I gotta go. And who did you end up calling for that? Or
dude,
what?
I did my research, man. I literally did everything I could to find out where it was, and I finally found the office where it was located, because it was real low key, because obviously it's a Mexican-owned radio station, so the headquarters was here, but they had an office in El Paso. So I found it, literally in the yellow pages.
No shit.
Yeah. So
Damn.
I went, introduced myself, and kind of just kept on nagging and nagging. Hey, I'm a DJ. I can do this. I'm, basically selling myself, putting myself out there. And they're like, okay, yeah. They kept pushing me off, man. So there was one day that I was playing it was a Wednesday. I was playing at Club 101.
Hey, shout out Joe Dorgan.
Yeah, shout out Dory. But this is the original Club 101 in Union Plaza. And by chance, the owner of 104 was actually there because they had a concert. So he heard me play, and he's like, hey, man. He's like, how do you know all this stuff? You're pretty young. And I was like, I just love music, So we kind of kicked it off. So, just to make a long story short, he invited me to do the weekend mixes, and I started doing the weekend mixes, but I wasn't allowed to put my name on my mixes.
Really?
What? So for like 2 years, when 104 was doing weekend mixes, I was playing all this, badass stuff that wasn't, normally heard, but I wasn't allowed to put my name on it, so you didn't know who was mixing.
Damn.
So what would they say? It would just be like a weekend.
It was just like a Saturday night mix.
Here at 104, the new 104.3.
It was actually the way it was. It's 104.3 FM. Always at least 18 songs in a row.
Hey, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Number
That's
18.
nostalgia right there.
And by the way, I freaking hate that. Like, I hate those radio voices like that. I can't stand that shit.
Do you
Okay.
DJ?
There was always like that girl that had like that accent that would do the DJ Johnny Kage.
Yeah, that's those are the, just the drops that we get. But yeah,
hey, that's funny. Actually, speaking of, explain to us again how in the world you got or you chose Johnny Kage.
Dude, I didn't get it. I didn't choose it. They actually, I got.
It was given.
Yeah, literally, I was in the 90s. I was doing a car show. I didn't have a DJ name. The cholo that was there was some big, dude. It was some big cholo, dude. Literally, man, he was a big homeboy. He was like, he's like,
Homie.
he was there and I was DJing the event. He's like, hey man, what's your name so I can give you a shout out, bro? I was like, I don't know. He's like, bro. He's like, back then I had like, dude, I was like, wow, dude,
Can we bring up a picture?
I had red hair, all with glasses, and he's like, dude, you look like that little thing on that Monito, bro, Johnny Cage on that video game. And he started calling me that on the mic, bro. And before you know it, all the car clubs and everything started calling me. Like,
it's like
did you ever be like, did you ever not like it? Where you're like,
I just kind of, because honestly, I really didn't have a DJ name, man. I was just like, cool.
But those are the best names that are given to you.
Yeah,
right?
you give it to you.
That you chose, they're given out of like affection,
Yeah, well, you're gonna keep it too if some big ass cholo is telling you, like, hey, you're Johnny Cage.
I say shit, I get a jump. Hey, fool.
Yeah, you're right, fool. Yeah, but that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But it's funny because during the week that we were trying to get this whole episode ready, my brother Kevin and Danny, as we were talking, what to talk about, all you hear is like, DJ Johnny.
The whole night, bro.
I'm telling you, bro.
Different.
Like every day going to school on the bus, our bus driver would always play like the radio, and you would hear that, and then DJ Johnny Cage. I'm like, this guy's sort of like a mystical person, like all I hear is his voice and his mixes and nothing else.
Yeah.
And then to find out that it was some cholo that gave it to him, dude. That guy's probably doing time in prison right now.
That's why he
has
gives
no
his
idea that
yeah, he probably is, dude.
Like, the guy that he named is like the biggest DJ in El Paso.
He has no clue, dude.
Does this happen
crazy.
to be the one they named you after?
What's that?
Is that the guy that they named you after?
Oh, it's not connected with.
Yeah, so
you didn't connect it.
So
But,
it was after the video game. And
was it the video? And were you?
Yeah.
Did you know who it was? Did you play the game?
I knew,
like,
dude. Yeah, I knew it was, and I couldn't stop laughing because I was wearing like some shades, and I used to have spiky hair, and like I was just crazy back then, dude. I used to paint my nails. I was crazy, bro.
Damn.
Oh yeah, man.
So you say you stick towards more like house music?
Yeah.
Do you've seen yourself evolve since when you started, and
Absolutely.
or you still stick to like house?
No, I mean house is my bread and butter. I always say, house is my wife, man. Like I'll never stray from that, no matter where. I mean, that's these cats nowadays, because house and electronic music is so trendy now. Back in the day, it was not accepted, bro. I mean, I'd go into hip hop clubs and play this shit, and I was getting like being called all sorts of homophobic names. I was I had bottles thrown at me. Oh yeah, dude. I'd go into like, because back then it was all hip hop clubs.
Did you turn into the Mortal Kombat Johnny Cage?
No, man. You know what, dude? It came with the territory, because I had already grown a following from my radio presence, like the mix shows that I was doing on the weekends.
Right.
I wasn't on the radio talking. I was just like,
mixing.
dude, I was grinding. People knew me from Juarez. They're like, hey, that fool plays house. So I started growing that cult following, man. So wherever I played,
Pre-social media.
and back there was no social media. It was
Like
flyers,
word
bro.
of mouth and shit.
I'd make flyers, bro, and I'd give them to the homies, and I'd give them to the homies in the car clubs, the Euro clubs, everything. Hey, man, I'm gonna do this, and they'd support, bro.
And you know what? You're right. Going back to the hating of the evolution of hip hop, I used to be in that group because I was like, back then it was Lil Wayne and it was like T-Pain and Chris Brown, like
all the littles.
Yeah, and then like I had a homegirl that would show me like Cascade and Deadman. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. And then like now I'm like, dude, give me more.
So it's safe to say that Johnny Cage kind of helped make it like a norm, like make it more popular, I guess.
You know, and not to knock hip hop, because I love hip hop, man. I love old school hip hop. I play it. You know, don't get me wrong. It's just that my thing has always been house, man. So I've always been that open-minded dude, man.
Fuck yeah.
That like I never understood back in the day. Like now you can walk into a bar, or there's no clubs here in El Paso, but a bar, and you hear everything. Like now the homies have it easy. It wasn't like that before. If you weren't playing all rap and like all like some ratchet shit, like you were they wouldn't want, you know, people were like, nah, change this, or you'd get this shit, or you know, and it sucks because it was very close-minded back in the day. It sucks. The scene, really and it took a lot of there was just maybe a handful of us that were really like, nah, fuck that. We're gonna do this, and this is our shit.
And you know what really helped? I think you were involved with it. Was the neon? What was it called? Sun City?
No, not even, neon, bro. Before this is even. We're talking before, man. Yeah. This is before like any of these festivals came about. I mean, we were just like, we were throwing shows, we were throwing raves, we were throwing events, we were throwing stuff with Joe at 101 at Area 51. So I mean. I mean, I don't mind popping my collar and saying, I did my part too. You know, along with homies like DJ Rich, Vinny. These are underground DJs. Right. And then because the only places that were really playing that cutting edge house and dance and like pushing the envelope, other than, you know, the regular norm, because everything in El Paso, it sounded like the same record on rewind, dude. Basically on repeat, excuse me.
Party rock.
So I mean, the only places that were playing it were Club 101 and the OP.
Yeah, and then shout out to you for not even changing it though, because most DJs would go in and they play their music and they start seeing the crowd kind of disperse. They start kind of booing. They'll switch it up and try to fit the music to them, and you stuck to your guns. You
know what? You got to be smart though, man. Because honestly, and I've told this to a lot of the young guns, man. I was like, you know what, man? Like I'd go in, but I knew how to play hip hop, so I'd play it. And then I'd be like, all right, let me put this in, because that was my motive. That was my motive.
Kind of keep them in there.
Keep them in, but and you know, still have that hip hop element, but I knew where I was going. You know, so
was it? What I want to know is like, how much different now is it with the equipment, with the technology? Like, was it a lot harder back then?
Anyone can be a DJ, man. You could teach a monkey to be a DJ now, man. Anyone can be a DJ. Like I always say, anyone can be a DJ. What sets you apart? You know, you can set apart. Like, hey, you know, there's people that cut, there's people that scratch. But technology does it all for you now, man. It's pretty easy. You don't have to have the ear anymore. You basically can just be like, make some fucking noise.
No.
Next song.
Jump.
Make some noise. You know, that's because and I'm talking about and I'm talking about the big name DJs, man. I've seen a lot of headliners that really they're shit, bro. They suck.
I was about to ask, because I used to read in the comments when I was growing up. I think David Guetta got caught on blast, not doing the whole thing?
But you know what,
is
man?
Is that real, or is that just
some of it is true. Some of it is, it's because a lot of these guys play festivals.
Okay.
So they don't really. I mean, they're playing to hundreds of thousands sometimes. So. Yeah, it's pre-programmed to go with the, you know, the visuals or you know, whatever the effects.
I've always wondered.
You know, but a lot of these, you know, I have a lot of respect for David. I have a lot of respect for Calvin. Of course, Cascade's my dude.
Summit.
But these guys, him too, dude.
Yeah, bro.
But these dudes, man, I mean, the OGs, they started off on vinyl, just like me. So they can mix they can mix records. I mean, I've seen them. So now they embrace technology. You know, we all use it to our advantage to an extent. Right. Some more than others.
What I also wanted to get into and really ask is every time I've ever thought of a DJ or even seen a DJ, the first thing that ever like always runs to my mind was like fucking party, right? Party and drugs and like and it's just thinking of that, but in reality it could end like that. But how were you able to handle all that? Like, because I know for a fact that, you know, that shit was around and, you know, and
it's
all that.
Been around, man. Oh, if the walls could talk in my Waters days, man. Like, honestly, like, and I've never talked about this, and I'll talk about this here, but honestly, I did a lot of parties, man. A lot of parties with some heavy hitters in Mexico. And let me just, without saying too many things, you know, you see the party. Have you guys ever seen Narcos?
Oh, yeah.
Like, those parties, like, I DJ'd a lot of those parties, man. Like it was like, you know, I'd have.
Hey, I knew I saw fucking in the fuck beach.
Yeah, no. So I mean, but it was always like they'd come to the clubs and they'd be like, hey, man, you know, stay upstairs. You're gonna DJ. This is what we want to hear. don't go downstairs.
Get out of here.
There was a lot of those, man.
Respect.
And I was just like, I got paid. I was like, hey,
in
man.
and out.
And back then, getting paid wasn't getting paid like what it is now.
Right,
dude.
right.
It was a couple of $100. I was like, woo! For a hot dog, bro. I got $200. Yeah, dude.
And Juarez hot dogs, dude.
Yeah,
dude,
man. It was very, very different. But no, it was obviously.
Well, like you said, you were never really into all that, right?
No,
so it was never like a.
Don't get me wrong, man. I mean that element is in every scene.
Right.
No matter what genre you're in, it is in every scene. Drugs and alcohol and all that shit come with it, bro. You just got, and if you want to last long, I mean, if you're a DJ or in the music business, you got to stay away from that shit, man.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You have to.
Damn,
You know,
dude.
he's right, because I was there. I was seeing you play this weekend, bro. Bro, I just had a cup of water, water bottle and a little Gatorade, bro. Everyone was like getting pale. I'm like,
Or they're rolling, or they're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're
shit,
rolling,
bro.
or
Yeah.
they're in the restroom, you know, like five
That's
of them
your
are
audience.
stole.
I get a lot of shit, man, because
Yeah,
people.
that's your
I always tell people, I was like, if you need drugs to enjoy music, you don't like music. You like
Exactly.
drugs.
Yeah.
Exactly, bro.
Respect.
Kevin,
I
give him a round of
Give him-
applause for that. And a fucking triple horn, Kevin. Johnny Cage speaks the truth.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I survived EDC. Just straight.
Like if it's World War II, he's
but
like,
it
I
was straight
survived.
kush,
Bro.
a little bit of kush. I did take like a little shroomies, but other
Yeah.
than that, bro.
Nah, dude, but then when I came
life
home-
is like.
But if
beautiful,
when it
bro.
becomes a habit, that's when you're
Yeah,
in
when
trouble.
you're
Right.
pushing
When
it,
it
bro.
consumes you.
So I want to ask a personal question. Did you ever do a set like you're super like maybe accidentally, quote unquote, took some stuff that you didn't know was, and you were like, yo, dude, this is the last time I do this shit.
Nah,
Or
man.
yo, just always like, nah, always sober. You know, maybe a couple of alcohol shot here and there.
You know
but-
what? I'll tell a story, man. One time, one of my friends, I'll drink, but I think now when I look back, like as you age, you kind of realize all the stupid shit you did when you were young.
Oh yeah. Dude.
Oh, yeah.
So like now I kind of handle it like, okay, I'll have a shot here. Because when you're a DJ, honestly, any DJ will tell you, you get offered everything, bro.
Oh, yeah.
You get offered every shot. You get offered drinks. You get offered fucking coke. You get offered fucking drugs.
Bet you
and
females
yeah,
and
but
everything
people
was
they already know
stupid,
me.
dude.
Like I'm glad that my followers know, like, hey, dude, that dude's pretty clean cut. He
Yeah,
doesn't- doesn't fuck with a lot of shit, dude. But back in the day, man, it was a Studio 69. I'll never forget this shit.
Starting off right
I
at
don't know
Studio
why,
69.
man.
my
I
friend.
think I was just stressed out, and me and my boy, we fucking smoked out, man, and I got fucking higher than shit.
Oh,
I'm not afraid to say it.
Started playing some reggae.
I got higher than shit, bro. And no, seriously. So thousands of people at this place, man. So I'm DJing on record still. And I started tripping, bro. I started seeing the fucking record spin. I just started watching it.
You sure it was weed?
No, bro. And then all of a sudden, everything went quiet. And I just hear, culero.
No.
culero. And I was
This
just like,
guy was just dazed out at
dude,
the fucking
I was
records.
just dazed out, dude. Yeah, dude.
Damn.
I just dazed out, dude. I tripped out, dude. And I was like, the fuck? And I was like, and then that time the other DJ ran up. He's like, dude, you okay? What's going on? Hey, man, the music's off. And I'm like, oh shit. I just
like, what?
jumped the record back. But yeah, that was the craziest shit, dude.
Damn, that's crazy.
And after that, I never touched, I never smoked when I DJ.
And you know what,
again,
dude? I gotta give you props for that, bro. Cause I'm being honest, man. When I'm out and about, especially if I was a DJ, bro, and somebody's all like, "Yo, dude,
You indulge.
you're doing a fucking badass job. Here's a shot and a little sugar booger," and I'm gonna be like, "Dude,
Some nose
thank
clowns.
you,"
Some nose nachos.
and then probably just ruin my life after that.
man.
But dude, Kevin, give him another round of applause, bro. Really good, bro. That's really topped off. Now what I want to get on to is I remember the last time that we talked. I mean, you've come through, before COVID-19, and then you came through after COVID-19.
Yep.
And so you experienced the whole industry kind of shut down. There's no more events. There's no more clubs open or bars. And when we talked about it, and places started to open again, you made a comment and you said something. Well, what did he say, Danny? He has said something that this place, as time goes by, this place needs some more events. And that it would help everyone from not just food vendors, but the artists doing it. And as time has gone by, and after that conversation, you've done some awesome events, bro. I'm just gonna name a few. What did he say,
Well,
dude?
before we do that, while the pandemic was happening, your boy was spinning at his house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Oh, hey, yeah, dude. Give him
showing out
another
at his
shout
house.
out,
That was
Kevin.
dope,
Triple
man.
horn on
I
that.
actually, honestly, man.
keep the
Thank
party
you.
going. Man.
I actually missed that, man. Believe it or not.
Dude, in his kitchen while his wife is like cooking or something in the back. And
I saw some of the
shots, making corn dogs.
yeah, making corn dogs, fucking throwing shots, dude. That to me, I think that was badass. Me and my wife would always look at you, go live. We'll put it up on our TV and just jump out, dude. And that was freaking awesome because it helped. It helped the fact that
a lot of
You
people
did a
in the
drive-thru,
comments.
no?
Oh yeah, man.
Did you guys end up doing the drive?
Yeah, well, afterwards, man.
Right?
But yeah, during the pandemic, I mean, we were going. I mean, and honestly, it just happened by chance. The first weekend that we didn't know what was going on. We were listening to Trump say that it was going to be 3 days.
oh, dude, yeah.
Chile.
And it was like the same week where he said that. Yeah. He also said that he was gonna to put like chlorine or something.
Yeah.
in your
Yeah, wait, did he really?
I don't know. He said that, dude. But I almost tried it until the like, nah, dude, nah. That's
No,
not
yeah.
good.
So I mean, it was obviously with respect to everyone that got sick, and unfortunately, a lot of people, thousands of people died, man, and it sucks. But I think there was some good in that, man. I think there was some good in locking everyone together because I think it brought families and people closer together.
I think it should happen like every 2 years or every 4 years, where like the whole United States, hey, 1 month, get your ass in the house and don't come out.
That
Be
local.
fucking talk to your
But
kids
then, bro,
for once.
look at what happened when after we, everything went back. Everyone
Nobody
went
went
shit.
wild.
Look at the shit that we're going through right now.
It was
Yeah.
wild just
It's crazy.
to step out.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
Yeah, but even when you were spinning at your house, in the comments you can see people's like the only reason why I'm saying is because Johnny Cage is on right now.
Yeah,
Like,
no, and the reality is the only reason we were saying is because of them, man. I mean, I was just one weekend. The first weekend I was bored. I told my girl Ebs, I was like, hey, you know what? I want to go live. I'm bored. And she's like, cool. I started set up I don't know, for some reason I just set up in the kitchen.
Yeah, I saw that.
And that was the best part too, because it was so funny seeing your wife in the back, pouring you a shot or cooking some stuff. And the cool thing, man, is I could tell how that people were yearning for that, because when you would go live, you would see like the amount of people that are watching, and it would get in the thousands at points, man. And it would make me think like, holy shit, like these people are ready to come out. They're ready to fucking cheer for Johnny Cage and all this shit. And dude, so after we came back, and things happened, you've done a lot already, man.
My man hit the floor running.
This guy had a plan, and he went from a Cascade, Sale Limón. He was at that Jenny 6'9". He had that A&A all-way charity softball game, which I want to talk about as well. Noche de Juarez, of course, a neon paint party, and a lot more coming, guys. And we're only halfway through the year, and I'm sure I missed a few events that you've come out in, but how did you start? Well, once this year started and you had all this planned out, what was your plan on that? What was your vision?
As far this year or last year?
Oh, last year and this year,
Yeah,
man,
so
right after
year,
COVID.
You know what? It's just like, I know that there's obviously a void to be filled here in El Paso. With Neon gone and Sun City, a lot of people have been like, damn, dude, and that's what I always said, man. On my radio shows, I preach a lot, man, but I preach positivity.
Right.
And when I talk shit, it has some sort of, there's a point to it, man. Because I would always tell people bitch and complain about prices, about artists that are coming. Oh, this shit sucks, or why this? Oh, fuck that, this. And I'm like, you don't really know what you got till it's gone. It's like a relationship,
exactly,
man. It's so like someone that you really love. If you treat them like shit and they go away, you're like, what the fuck did I do?
Damn, I'm about to start crying.
Yeah, no, yeah, but seriously.
Sorry.
So that's how it was with these. That's how it was with these festivals, bro.
Yeah.
That's how it was because they, I know the guys that were putting these festivals on at the time. I mean, I know them personally, and I know how much money goes into this,
Sun City,
and hundreds of thousands, if not millions, go into these festivals. So I remember when when they would have them, and you'd see people talking shit. Oh, this sucks, and blah blah blah. And that's just, and I think it's an El Paso fucking thing that
We're just
haters. Not all.
A lot of them, though.
like
a
the
lot.
hate.
We're
just the
haters,
hate,
bro. We're
just to
fucking
talk
haters.
shit, but they're there.
Yeah.
But you know what? Back to that, like I was going through a page and a scroll, and it was you were backing up, like someone was roasting, like, fuck this event, bro, like that's why it got canceled. And then like Cage was like, nah, what the fuck, bro, you don't know what goes through like the time and the effort.
The effort.
And I was 18 years old too, bro. I was like, pinchy. But now I'm like older, I'm like, fuck, he's right, bro. What I would do to have Sun City.
Well, think about it. Now you gotta, before like we started bringing these events. I mean, you'd have to book a flight to go to whatever city. You'd have to get a hotel. You'd have to pay for everything, and it triples the price, man.
Yeah.
As opposed to you have something right down the street downtown, or you have it in Mascarate,
bro.
where you can go. I mean, think about it. People miss that.
And I was reading some of the stuff here too, like some of the numbers too. Like when you make events, like just at least 10,000 people show up, and about just like under or more than $10,000 in vendors that go and like sell. So I really like that because you keep it in El Paso and you're growing. Because I did see something that you said about like it's good exposure for the city of El Paso.
So when we started with like my partners, man, because it's not just me solo. So our group, our partners, it's actually couples, man. There's a couple of us. Okay. So I got 3 partners and plus our wives, right? So the
wives are involved in this.
The wives are involved in it too. Yeah. So my wife's involved in it. Yes. As they should be. They're like
LeBron James.
They're the backing as well. So
you gotta ask permission though. That's why,
you really do. No, but honestly, when we started this, we're like, you know what, we want to fill that void because El Paso really has been lacking that. As far as festivals and events. So why not? Let's do something and let's experiment. Let's bring all genres. Let's experiment with like, hey, what if we do this? What if we bring this? What if we bring these groups together?
Right.
So it's
he even had an event where you dressed up pretty cowboyed out at one point. What was that event?
That was our Sunshine and Whiskey Country event.
Look at this guy, bro. And there's video out there, man. And we'll find it, dude. There's video out there where this guy's talking shit about Taylor Swift. Next time I hear him do that, I'm gonna bring out that picture.
Everybody was two-stepping to house music. Or?
No, man. I did my alter ego of Johnny Thunder, man.
Johnny Thunder. Hey, I like Johnny Thunder, man. But dude, I want to get into your Sale Limon, man. Your Sale Limon. We were actually at the beer fest across the street, a couple of blocks away, and we wanted to go and see it, but things got late. And first thing I saw on social media, Chew, if you could bring this up, is Sale Limon, and Johnny Cage literally got down on the stage on that one, guys. And what I'm trying to say is our boy took a stage dive.
In the wrong way.
In the wrong way, dude. Shit went down fast. But, dude, what happened, man? That shit went viral. I saw it, and the first thing I thought to myself was like, fucking Cage lied to us, dude. That guy was drunk as fuck, dude.
Believe it or not, I wasn't, man. I lost my footing. The lights hit me at the right time. So I'm emceeing my stage because I had my own Puro Party stage there at our Sale Limon Fest, and someone threw me something to catch, and I think it was.
It was a bra?
No, I don't know what it was. I'm still.
Una tanga.
No, I think it was. I'm not sure if it was a phone or keys that they found, and I tried to catch it, and I lost my step.
They were trying to get
I had boots on, dude. Like I had like some boots. And they got caught, and I just went down, dude.
Did it hurt?
Nah, man. It's because like I said, I used to be a skater, so I know how to fall. Dude. So I was just like, oh shit, let's go sideways, man.
And you weren't the only one that fell that night. Yeah, your buddy Dario.
Yeah, my boy Dario, who happens to be my radio boss at 104, he was hosting our Taco Loco stage, and he tripped over some steps. He had to go to the medical tent because he cut himself, man. But it wasn't bad. But yeah, so Dario,
damn, it's gotta happen though, right?
It was Sale Limon 2 1040.
Oh shit!
But was that the first time you falling off stage?
Oh yeah, that was that. So there's a first time for everything.
Yeah,
man.
it's not the last time.
Yeah, it was great, dude. It was hilarious, man. And you know what's funny is that so I got people message, oh man, but I think if you watch the video, the funniest part is everyone's chanting at the end when I get up. They're like, "Puro pinche party, puro pinche," and like it's cool, dude. And you gotta laugh at yourself, bro. Yeah, I never take myself too serious. Never.
Yeah. I don't. You joined the long list of a lot of famous people that have fallen off the stage.
Madonna, Gabriel, what's his name?
Posty, yeah,
bad,
dude. Lady
bro.
Gaga,
part of an elite club now.
Oh yeah, Katy Perry. A lot of people.
Hey, that means you've made
Carol
it, bro.
G recently.
I think you've made it already. There you go. Give him a round of applause.
Still trying to make it, man.
So what we're gonna do right now, guys, is we're gonna go ahead and take a break. But before, what you guys want to say, Danny?
No, I just wanted to close it up with from the very beginning to now, right? You were talking about when you used to be in Juarez, and working your way up and getting into the music scene. What do you think about thinking of now as an adult? Do you think all the success that you've accomplished, do you think you ever thought about that as a little kid in Juarez?
You know what, man? Everyone always asks me, why are you still around? Why are you still relevant? And my honest answer to that is because of my passion and love for music. I never did this for chicks. I never did this for cash. I did this to spread music, to spread love, because of a music that I love so much. That's what has gotten me throughout the decades.
And because of that, he got the chick and the cash.
But yeah, that's what it is, man. If you would have told 17, 18-year-old Cage DJing in Juarez, hey man, dude, one day you're gonna, be a pretty big name and brand your name, I would have been like, yeah, sure. Yeah.
Johnny Cage,
but certain things had to happen for me to really understand where I was going. And then when I took it serious, like branding my name and like, because like I always tell young DJs, man, because I get a lot of homies that hit me up. They're like, hey, bro, like, what do I do? How do I do that? How do I, like, they ask me, how do I do what you do? I was like, don't do what I do. Do better.
Yeah.
Because that's what you want. You want to encourage them. Like, I tell my son that all the time. Do better than me. Like, I want to see you grow. I tell him, brand your name, man. Make sure walk into a room where people like, that's that dude. That where
Respect,
you got to brand your name, man. And then when you do it, know how to, be smart on all your business moves, all the stuff that you take hand in. Make sure that it sends or it shows you in a positive light, man.
Right.
Because sometimes the public isn't very forgiving in certain things, in certain aspects. So you got to be smart with your moves, man. But yeah, I mean, people are like, oh, well, you meant no, dude. I mean, honestly, like I kind of learned. I made a lot of mistakes, man. Yeah. And I still make a lot of mistakes. I'm human.
Well, I mean, you've done really good for yourself so far, bro. And I see,
Thanks,
and I don't see any end coming to it. Maybe until you say you want to stop. Yeah. I think that's the only way I see Johnny Kage kind of fading out is if you decide to fade out. So all that being said, Johnny Kage, can you do us a favor? Can you plug in all your info for everybody watching so they could follow and watch you and hear you out?
Of course, man. You can follow me at KAGE on Instagram and Snapchat. And of course, if you follow me on Facebook, JOHNNYKAGE. I'm on your morning radio drive every morning on 104.3 FM. I'm the morning show radio host. I also do the noontime workout. So the noontime workout, I take a lot of pride in, man, because I do that every weekday from noon to 1 on 104.3. And it's basically breaking away from the same 10 songs that radio tends to play, dude, and I get to play my stuff, man.
Those go hard.
Yeah, and then one of my proudest things is I'm going on 5 years this year. I'm a Sirius XM resident DJ for Pitbulls GLOBALIZATION. Shout out to Pit. But yeah,
Mr. Worldwide.
Yeah, there you go. So you can find me on those social media handles and of course on Twitter at Johnny Kage.
So you guys already know, guys. And before we go on break, please make sure that you guys are following, liking, subscribing. The Takeover Show 915 on Instagram, The Takeover Show on YouTube. Please find us, guys. Follow us, subscribe, share, and share. And we'll be back right after this. All right, guys, welcome back. One more time, Kevin, give us a round of applause here. Shout out to Johnny Kage for being here, man.
DJ Johnny Kage.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, dude. Seriously, man, we really appreciate you taking your time. You've always been super cool, man. I thought about it right now during our break, and I want to be Johnny Kage when I grow up.
Yeah.
That's what I want to be. I want to be Johnny Kage.
I'm just trying to figure out what I'm going to do when I grow up, man.
You got to get the neck tattoo, though.
No, wait, dude. I was just thinking, too, el pinche Johnny Kage está más rayado que los años de chicos, güey. Nah, but real quick, Kage, again, thank you, man. And what's in the future for you? What are your plans? Is there something coming up for you? What's big, man? I'm wondering.
Got a lot of events coming, man. I mean, obviously you can follow me at Kage915 on Instagram to see the local parties that I'm doing. But yeah, we got of course we're already starting planned for next Sal y Limon next year already.
No way.
Yeah, and then of course we I have events, my Noches de Juarez that I do. I've also been doing Speaking Rock for a while. That's fun. I do every other Friday at Speaking Rock, and that's crazy, man.
Yeah, you just recently did that the one with Jenny 69 and Crystal Poppin was there as well, right?
Yeah, Crystal, two homegirls, man. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Every time I play Speaking Rock, it's like 2,000 or 3,000 people that go out there, man.
I was gonna say, bro, that shit sells out. Like,
yeah, it's crazy packed, bro.
Deep in their respect, bro.
Yeah, that, and then I got a couple of course, day parties. I like to do a lot of day parties.
Yeah. I want to go to one of your brunch parties, bro, because I've been hearing that shit gets down.
Sunday.
It's like 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm seeing these people fucking party their ass off, and I'm over here on the couch.
Domingos, man. Yeah, the
Santo
Domingos, man.
Yeah, there he is.
Shouts to the homie Mando in La Catedral. I mean, I work with a few venues, but yeah, Mando at La Catedral is like my brother, man. So he's a good dude. I work with him, and of course I work with also Rubik's. They're good people, man. Rubik's now that are known as Rad Retrocade, right?
I was going to say, they just changed
their name. Yeah, they changed their name. And,
really?
And yeah, they without giving too much, because I'd rather have them explain, but they got into some legal issues, so they changed their name. But it's still the same owners, and basically both locations pop off. And then, of course, also I'll do stuff with my homie Fernie Fresh over at 915 Vibes.
Dude,
Bro.
so I mean, you're pretty much busy all week, right? Is that what it is
You know
with
what?
Johnny Cage's life?
Not really, man, because I like to pick and choose where I play and when I don't want to play. Like, for example, I'll have like a weekend off and I'm like, nah, I don't want to do anything. And then next week I'll be like, I'll do that event. Let's have some fun. It's just like the itch, I test myself because like you said, I'm getting up there in age and I'm always like, people are like, dude, like how long are you going to do this for? And I'm like, it's because I love music, bro. I have that passion. So,
and you don't do it that late anyways, because if you did, you end up falling off the stage.
Yeah,
and shit,
the BNB bus picks me up, the old age bus picks me up. So yeah.
Real quick, bro, I wanna just ask you.
And I got that one too. Doses and mimosas.
I was gonna say, bro, that's super cool. Shout out Jason Craig.
Yeah, Jason Craig, man. He's another homie that's also on Pitbulls Station, man.
Yeah, dude, I love Jason Craig.
I like giving shine to the homies, man. So Jason is on Tuesdays, man. So shouts to him as well. I mean, he does his thing. And we also had another El Paso dude,
John Beat,
man, do his thing, man. So that was dope, man.
We were driving down the other day. It was me, Kevin, and Misa. We were driving down from work, and we were just like straight jamming out. And I look at him, I'm like, "This is John Beats." And then all of a sudden, you just hear this guy. What did you do? He was like, music straight John B. Like he was in the back doing a DJ voice.
Yeah, that's dope, man. That's dope.
Shout out John B.
That's cool. I want to ask real quick, man. This just recently happened. It was a huge event. It was at A&A softball game.
The celebrity.
Softball. Yeah, that was.
How
dope,
was that, man? All
amazing.
those celebrities, all those athletes, bro.
How
Like,
did it feel being the biggest name there?
Bro, it was honestly, I'm a Dallas Cowboy fan, die hard since I was a kid, bro. Fucking Micah Parsons,
really?
bro. Micah Parsons. Dude, one of the most down to earth dudes you'll meet. Bro.
Really?
And Aaron Jones, man. Shouts to the Jones family, Aaron and Alvin Jones. They asked me, of course.
Showtime.
They do a lot of great things. I love that, man, because I think anyone that has a platform, whatever platform, however size, you should try to give back in some way, shape, or form. And that's what the Jones family does. Alvin and Aaron do a lot of great things for our community.
Aaron
So
Jones.
shouts to them, man.
yeah, that's a goal for us to have him on our show sometime soon.
Yeah, every
man.
time he scores a touchdown, he throws up that 915.
Yeah, dude, and you gotta love that, bro. He loves the city, bro.
Sicko,
He loves the city. You see him sporting the mariachi hat, just embracing our culture, and he's so down to earth.
Taco
He's super dope, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I think you should pick on that up, dude. That whole throwing your 915, dude. Every time you throw a nice fucking mix right there, dude. Like one
throw it up, man. Throw it up.
Yeah, so during the game, right, you're able to see like them up and close, right?
Yeah.
Because we get to see them on TV, you get to see them on the field, and since they all run fast, they all look kind of relatively the same.
Are they really that fast, dude?
Are they really that
Aaron
fast?
Jones is fast as hell, dude.
All right, so out of
fast, bro.
out of all of them, right, you got to see their athletic ability. Who would you beat in a 40-meter dash?
None of them.
What? Come on.
I think I could take Crystal Poppin.
Oh shit!
I could put her back in.
Shots
I don't know. I think my homie KP might be able to beat me, bro. But no, honestly, there's some.
You see Crystal Poppin starting to train.
Yeah, no, that and from Ricardo
jets,
Pepe,
bro.
dude. Like Sanelli star.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Pepe was on that shit.
Dude, Pepe
dude,
was
he's
there.
dope,
Shout
man.
out Pepe,
So-
bro, and he scored. I think the night or 2 nights before.
Yeah, Team
Yeah.
USA, bro. So,
Damn, dude.
Kayla Gomez also.
I just want to beat Johnny
Dope, man.
Cage for one day.
I saw that the comedian and the guy was here too. The trending guy.
Which one?
Which one?
Chupapi.
You know what? I didn't see him when he was there, bro.
He was on a flyer, and I was like, "Oh shit, Chupapi Mungueña's gonna be there."
I think he missed his flight, bro.
No.
If I'm right, but yeah, because he was supposed to be on my
I
team.
saw him on the flyer.
Yeah,
I was
so
like,
it
"Oh,
was
shit."
dope, man. We had a blast, bro. It was great.
Were you sore after, dude? Did you
know what?
actually
Nah,
run? Were you
'cause
tired?
I mean, obviously, I do kind of. Yeah, well, not only that, I kind of try to work out.
Oh, he
So
does. That's right,
yeah.
dude. That's
So I
right.
try
You
to,
see like pictures at like 4 o'clock in the morning. Johnny Cage working out. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Go home,
Right, dude, like you're old. Remember, like you just fell off the stage. Go to bed.
But yeah, I was a little sore, but it was dope, man. I had so much fun, and just to see El Paso come out, bro, that was dope.
Yeah,
That
dude.
was dope.
Shit, well, it was sold out. Did it sell out? Oh, yeah, dude. So
it's crazy.
Kevin, round of applause for El Paso for fucking supporting, man. That's why I love El Paso so much. What we're gonna do right now is we're gonna change this up. We're gonna talk about some trending topics right now. Our boy Chewy right here is gonna bring up some local trending topics that we want to talk about. I want to hear Johnny Cage's opinion in all of these. El Paso has been getting kind of wild in a little bit.
Yeah, bad.
What are we starting
It's
off
the
with,
heat.
Chewy? It's
So
the
we're
heat.
gonna start off, bro, with the most recent one, which was trending recently with these dudes.
What happened?
Your opinion with so the El Paso police officer has been arrested for allegedly assaulting a young woman on Sunday, bro.
Actually, no, dude. This is more than just one. There's five police officers that were arrested this week alone on different charges.
Sexual assault.
It's crazy. Not just long ago, I saw
a hit and run.
I saw a post about how they're having trouble. Police officers doing the academy. A lot of them are quitting and all this stuff. And then you see stuff like this on the news, and these guys, you know, some of these guys might be, you know, on the police academy, or they've already a cop for a couple of years. But there's a guy that's been doing it for a few years now. What's your opinion on all this, bro? I mean, like, honestly, I know not all cops are bad.
No, man.
But I mean, for that, what do you think, bro?
No, and honestly, man, I will never talk bad about our badges, man. I love our badges. I love I love all our cops, man. I work closely with them as well. A lot of them are good friends of mine, buddies of mine. I have a lot of buddies in law enforcement.
You're friends with that guy right there?
No, buddies with law enforcement.
Oh, okay.
But as in everything, there's bad batches, man. There's bad apples in everything, man. Just like there's bad batches in every race, bro. You know, there's people that commit stupid crimes, and you just can't say, oh, they're all like that. That's like saying,
you can't
dude, there's like, okay, just because he's, Mexican or Hispanic, oh, they're all like that. No, you can't do that. There's going to be bad batches in everything.
You think you could ever be a cop?
I wanted to be a cop.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, man. When I was graduating high school, that was one of the things I was like, you know what? I always wanted to be a detective, bro. I love
Officer
that stuff.
DJ Johnny Kage.
I always wanted to be I always liked seeing investigating crimes. We watch that all the time, like Dateline NBC. We watch that all the time.
And watch it?
Yeah, dude. Every day, bro.
Yeah.
Every day. Like that's what me and my chick do. That's what we do. Me and my wife. That's all we do, dude.
What's your
we'll
top
watch
crime
that
show?
stuff. I like Dateline, man.
Okay.
We'll watch
Dateline crimes. Yeah, dude. Those are the
best.
best.
I wanted to be, but my grandma, typical OG, was like, "Te van a matar, no, you're not gonna be." And she made me go she made me like, no, I didn't want to do it, man.
I think there's a Mexican thing that I remember growing up, right? And instead of being told that cops are there to help, every time I would be misbehaving, my mommy's like, "Mira, te va a decir que te lo lleve, que te lleve la chota."
Nah, but honestly, respect to all our badges, man. And honestly, they're human. Everyone makes mistakes. I'm not saying what these guys did are right. Obviously, it's wrong. But there's bad apples in everything, bro.
Yeah.
Bad apples in.
I just imagine Johnny pulling somebody over, and then when they throw him in the back, he just starts playing his mix. DJ Johnny Kage.
Hey, check this out. Check out this mixtape. It's fire.
Let me know, man. Sale Limon coming up this weekend. Oh, you can't go, dude. You'll be in jail. But damn, dude. Chewy, what's next, brother?
The weather, bro. How do you feel
telling
about this?
We broke the record, right? There was a record breaking of consecutive hot days.
I love the summer, bro, but this is bad.
This is bad.
Yeah. You know what it is? Is Johnny playing his fucking mixes, dog. That shit is fucking fire, dog.
Close the door.
It's just the heat, man. Honestly, man, it's the heat here is.
Is it just me? You can even feel the heat at night coming from the
man,
ground.
dude.
I feel it right now, dude.
Bro.
Well, bro, when you turn on the
Sunburn.
water, at home, dude, the cold water's hot, bro.
No, yeah, dude. That's true.
Talking about the weather, Fit Fam recently had a video of a chicken wing getting grilled outside. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I didn't see that.
Don't you grill outside though?
Oh, yeah.
No, he put it on the concrete.
Oh, yeah,
bro,
man.
And it just sizzled up, and I was like,
Can you read how many consecutive days have we been over 100 degrees? Was it 20
something?
20 something?
23 was record. We broke it.
God,
That's not the
bless.
type of record
think-
you want to break.
I wonder if today we were,
Yeah, we were over 100 degrees today for sure. Yeah,
easy.
Okay.
yeah. But
Arizona, better watch out, bro, because we're
Yeah.
catching up.
I don't know, man. I don't remember it being this hot when I was younger.
Yeah, it was.
No,
it was
bro.
a tough one,
For
man.
a fact.
Right?
We're as hot as
play
Arizona
all
now.
day. Yeah, we used to play outside all day in the sun, and now it's like you don't see anybody outside. at all.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's because also, again, dude, a lot of kids nowadays, they don't even go outside,
Go to
dude.
the
They don't even
tablet.
get chased by dogs and shit. Like, that shit don't happen now,
Yeah,
dude.
if you've ever been chased by a dog, then you don't have a real childhood.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And on the next topic, bro, I don't know if you guys saw what's going on with the whole McDonald's scandal right here
What
down
happened?
on Bread and Wrestler. Well, apparently, bro, an employee decided to take a first bite out of it, bro.
He had to test it.
test.
He had to
So
test it for
He had to
poison.
he had to, yeah. he
A
had to
true
get that
chef
little-
always tastes his masterpiece.
That little
before he gives it out.
smitchy, you know.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know, man. That McDonald's that they're talking about is one that I visit frequently, almost every
Franklin High
day.
School, bro.
You just came from there, didn't you, Danny?
Yeah,
Earlier,
actually.
I saw you eating a
It's
Big
a
Mac. But dude, what would your reaction be after this? If
that
Johnny
happened to
Cage
me,
went through a drive-through,
I'd be like-
and then he went home, and when he got home, he got his wife a Big Mac. He got himself nuggets because he don't eat Big Macs. and then his wife opens it and there's a bite on there, dude. What's Johnny Cage doing? Is he going on the radio and calling that shit out?
You know, man, I'm real. Honestly, I'm very. You know, the radio can be a weapon, bro. So you gotta be real careful, dude. I mean, I understand.
That's why I'm trying to be cool with you at all times, bro.
No, but honestly, man, I would probably go back and ask for. I wouldn't be a Karen, but I'd talk to a manager and let him know. Hey,
would you ask him to make it again, or would you just ask for your money back?
Probably just ask for my money back, man.
Yeah, I'm going to Whataburger.
Yeah.
At this point, hell yeah, bro.
But look, I was reading one of the comments, right, and one of the comments had said something like that's what you get for being a Karen to these people, and a lot of people could be rude to these employees.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Sometimes you forget these are human beings too, man, and people treat them like shit. So I mean, yeah.
It says right here, Grimace is back at it again.
There it is.
Yeah, dude, read a little bit more, man. I know that some of these people could have like some really good comments on here.
Quality control.
Yeah.
Employee forgot rule number 4: don't get high on your own.
Craziness.
Dude, I want to know what happened and who it was, and whoever it was. If you're watching, I know you're watching and listening, man. Get on our show. Give us a call. I want to talk about what happened. What made you take this person's food and take a bite? Were you hungry? Did they not give you breaks? Do we need to talk to McDonald's about this? Let us know, man. I want to know both sides of the story.
I thought you were talking about the person that ordered the burger.
No. We know what the person that ordered fucking opened up to. I just want to know the guy that did it.
This girl puts, even with the bite, that looks better than any Big Mac in the past decade, bro.
That's a quarter pounder, actually, dude. That's a quarter pounder. That's not a Big Mac, dude. That's a quarter pounder.
Come on.
Is it?
I don't
know, dude. All right, let's move on to the next topic. I know there was like some crazy ass shooting that happened recently, bro.
Last night.
Lately, there's been a lot of violence going around. In this one, Chewy, can you read us what FitFam has to say? Anyway, shout out to FitFam real quick, man. I fucking love FitFam, bro.
Yeah, they do good.
So yeah, they come in deep and they come in hard, no fucks given. But on this one it says
pause, run that back.
Shout out. Officials have confirmed that 6 people were shot at the Airway Bar Strip just after midnight. 1 man died, 5 were seriously injured. The area remains closed, and they were closed, bro. I was at the gym all morning, bro, until like 11. They were still figuring out. Like,
so I've been following this story, man, because I believe someone misinformed the public that someone had passed away and they didn't, and he wasn't. But now they're saying it's a female that died.
Oh,
so
what?
yeah, so I don't know.
So somebody did actually die?
Someone lost their life because obviously that I have buddies that DJ there. I have one of my buddies that's one of the managers there, and I've known him for a long time. And when I saw the story in the morning, this morning, I literally checked up on him. He's like, bro, that happened 20 feet away from me. So I saw bodies lying on the floor, and it's just sad, man.
I mean, from what I was hearing, it was like it was just a shooting at random or something like that, or like, I mean, I guess what do you call that? A mass shooting, right?
Yeah, it's 6 people are shot. One person died. With respect to the person that lost their life. I mean, it's just sad, and this is something that has plagued not only the nightlife but just our society in general. I mean, obviously we know the tragedy and the horror that we faced August 3rd here at Walmart. And
do you see an increase? I mean, compared, because I mean since the 90s you've been out in the nightlife.
Yeah, big time. Big time. I mean, people don't know how to throw hands anymore, man.
Yeah,
they don't know how to throw hands, man. I mean, obviously it's a lot of these kids, I don't know. It doesn't, and ignorance doesn't have an age. Ignorance doesn't have a gender. It doesn't have It's sad because now the quickest thing is like, let me get on and shoot, man.
Yeah.
Just the other day in the Upper Valley, 8 teenagers were shot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. That's right. That was at a party.
The sad thing is seeing them laugh. Like I'm seeing the videos. They're like, some of them are cracking up and like, give me like they're gonna be hard. I'm like, dude, like you only get one life. You lose it. That's it. You're done, man.
People take that whole YOLO. Like at a different perspective, right? They think like party and shit, and hey, YOLO, but bro, think about that. You only live once, so fucking take care of that shit.
Well, I mean, you see stuff like this, man. And in the 90s, I mean, yeah, we had fights, we had violence, but you go home. You wouldn't have, you go home, you catch a black eye, you lost a tooth, whatever, bro. But you didn't,
like how Friday
died, bro.
Yeah, it's sadly becoming too much of a norm. But I heard this story one time, and I think it's funny that this guy learned, he learned integrity or like being fair from a pimp that he said this pimp was gonna fight some other pimp because he was in his corner or whatever. So he took off his jacket and he had a gun, but he took off the gun too, and they threw down. And this guy lost.
Mano a mano.
Yeah, and he lost. And then he's all right. And they shook hands and he walked away. He started putting his gun and everything back on. Some guy's like, hey, why don't you shoot him? He's like, that motherfucker won fair and square. He's like, he was fast, wasn't he? You know, you don't talk shit, but I mean, you threw hands and you go home.
No, it's true, man. But and honestly, there, you know, I know a lot of areas get a lot of shit, man. You got, you know, everyone knows, oh man, watch out with Cincy, it's ratchet as fuck.
Right.
Watch out with Zaragoza, it's ratchet as fuck.
Don't go to Dyer.
Don't go here. Yeah, don't go to the Northeast. It used to be, but nothing, you know, ignorance doesn't discriminate any zip code.
No,
you know, it can happen anywhere, man.
Just happened on the west side.
Yeah, it doesn't matter where you're at. I mean, it does. You could be at a house party, bro. You know, and sometimes you get like, oh, it's because they got a bad crowd. They got this. They got the people that you mix in a lot of testosterone and people that don't know how to handle their liquor, and sometimes maybe some of these young cats that don't give a shit. Yeah. You know, it's a recipe for disaster.
That's why you go where Johnny Cage is at, because shit like that don't happen at Johnny Cage.
No, don't say that, bro. Knock on wood, man. Because honestly, you know, I try to keep my crowds as safe as possible, man. And you know, that's one thing. Like with a lot of venues that I work with, I know that they have really good security. If not, they have off-duty police officers.
Okay,
you know?
Respect.
That's something
cool.
crazy.
Yeah. But it's sad, bro. It's definitely it's killing our nightlife. It's killing our nightlife to the point
really
like
is,
where nobody wants to go out.
No, or we go out for happy hour and we go home, man.
That's crazy because me and my boy today, we looked at each other and we're like, we don't even want to go out anymore.
Yeah,
like,
man.
What the fuck for, bro? I'd rather just come over.
Think about it. I mean, like I always tell people, I preach this on my morning show a lot, man. I'm like, you know what? It's sometimes you got to be the bigger person. Just walk away. Just say, you know what? I'm not being a fucking pussy. I'm not being this.
Or you could be the smaller person and then be like, yeah, dude, you're too big. I'm walking
or no,
away.
just be like, you know what? Dude, cool.
Do you notice how on FitFam they started putting that? They said, be the bigger person and walk away from fights. And
on the weekend before the weekend starts.
Yep.
Yeah,
and it's sad because dude, I read these stories all the time, bro. I mean, I do morning radio. Every morning I read this shit, and it just gets swept under the rug, and then watch and
the next story.
And tomorrow or another day, there's gonna be another shooting, and someone's gonna die. And prayers, thoughts, a circle.
You know what it is, man. I think it's becoming a norm now, right? Because like the thing is like now that social media is up, like information gets put out across so fast nowadays.
Yeah, you're being overstimulated.
Yeah, and you're being overstimulated. So at the same time, you know, back then you didn't have social media. Back then you know, you didn't have the internet all that much. So the only way to find out about something was like whether on the newspaper or in the news. But nowadays, man, you get something 5 minutes right after it happened, you know.
Bro,
but it's
in real time.
In real time, and it's continuing to a point where like it's just becoming a norm to where like people like, yeah, we are a big city. We've always been like a top 20th biggest city in America. So it's prone to like violence, right? Like violence, you know, but we've always also been one of the safest cities in America.
Well,
right?
we actually won the award for the safest city in
well, like you said, it's happening in real time. Last night when this is happening, bro, I woke up at 3 a.m, man, and I'm watching this happen. Someone was going live and there was a body on the floor with a sheet over it.
Holy shit.
That's sad, bro, because not even the next of kin has been notified yet, and someone's watching someone's loved one that's
on the floor.
Dead on the floor.
I think like doing like with the social media and information being, you know, sent so fast across, I think there's a lot of good in that, just because people need to be informed if something huge happened, but also at the same time is very desensitizing, you know, like people do not think about like who they're filming, or, you know, if there's a death, like you said, you know, like that guy was filming somebody that not even the family members had
knew yet.
They knew yet.
Well, we live in a generation where if you see somebody drowning, they're not going to go and help.
Hell no.
My phone and then just.
Well, look at what happened at Walmart, man. I don't know if you guys were, you know, I was on social media when it was going down, and I was on Facebook, and there was a live video of someone that passed
walking by,
just dead on the
floor.
floor,
bro.
Yeah. And it's horrible. Like, and thousands of comments. So people like, take this off, man. That's someone's loved one. You know, and it's you know, that's the world that we live in. That's a society. People nowadays, instead of helping, they're quick to grab their camera and film.
It's like I want 100 likes, 100 follows. You know.
No, everyone's doing things for likes, man.
Well, damn, man. El Paso, man. I hope you guys take care of yourself.
Strong.
El Paso strong. You know, love each other. Drink some Modelos, but not too many. Yeah. You know, listen to Johnny Cage, and just fucking be safe. You know. Bro. So what I want to do now is I want to turn this over to our very last segment. Okay. This is gonna be a fun segment. It's a segment called "Damn Daniel," and it's And it's hosted by our boy, Danny Days. Explain the game for us, boy.
All right, so we're going to have a series of questions for you.
Okay.
And you have two choices.
Uh-huh.
You're going to answer the question or you're going to take a shot.
Oh, shit.
Now, these questions are geared for you to take the shot. I'm just going to tell you right now.
All right, man, let's do it.
All right.
Hey.
So starting off, right, the beautiful city of El Paso, everywhere that you've ever played, which city would you say is the biggest dump?
The biggest dump?
You know what? Let's make that question a little better. What's the biggest dump of a set here in El Paso that you've played on?
His face, bro.
Hold on, I don't understand.
No, let's go with the original one.
Okay.
What city is the biggest dump?
What's the
that
biggest
you've played?
dump city that I've seen?
Or that you've played in, that you've had like a show
Like
at?
a city you don't like where you're like, hell no, I gotta come back.
Yeah, like I'd never come back.
Or like
after
the
this.
crowd
He's like,
was just
El Paso?
like, or the crowd was just not like, not even for the bag.
Nah, you know what? I'd rather not answer that.
Yeah.
Man, never mind.
Yeah.
I love you guys all.
Y'all are the same.
All right. Question number 2. Going back to some of your friends because you've made some connections in your career. You have a lot of friends that are in the game.
Yeah.
If you had to rate from best to worst, and I'm gonna give you 3 of them, right? It's your homie DJ Javi. Right? We got homie DJ Jason Craig and DJ Johnny Beats. From best to worst. who would you
Oh,
put
come on,
there?
dude. You can at least answer that one, bro. They're your friends. They'll be cool with it.
Check them out.
Or take the shot.
They're the
Cage.
homies.
Damn.
I think Cage is gonna need an Uber after this.
I'll give him a ride.
Don't get me wrong, they're all dope DJs, but they're all very different.
Yeah.
You know?
Super.
Most experienced would definitely have to be Javi. Fucker's old like me, you know?
All right.
But man.
Okay, 1,
Jason's
2, and
dope.
3, bro. Number 1. Let's start with number 3. Who do you rank for number 3 out of those 3 dudes?
It's the worst
The worst.
from those 3.
I don't want to say no, I'm not gonna take this shit. There's no worse.
That's not worse.
There's no worse. There's no worse.
There is worse. It's 1, 2, and 3.
There's no worse because there's
Gold.
least experience. So I'd probably, if I had to, I'd probably say the least experience would be John because he's the youngest.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, John. So you're the worst.
Nah,
guy.
he's not the worst.
All right, that's what he's saying.
No,
in
no,
the
no,
nicest
you're not,
way.
homie.
Cut that.
You coming up?
I don't believe in that.
Nah, he's dope,
You coming
man.
up. You coming up.
All right. Let's move on
Hands
to the
down.
next one.
2 more.
Okay,
2 more. We
go for
don't want you to finish the whole thing.
Nah, you're
without
good, bro.
me, right? All right. Third question is, of course, you got married, right?
Yeah.
You were fortunate to have 2 weddings.
Yeah.
So, what is something that your wife does that's your biggest pet peeve? I'll answer this one.
What is it that my wife does? You know what? There's a lot, bro. Nah, but honestly,
It's
the
like, how
biggest
much
thing
time do we have?
is that my biggest pet peeve is that when she gets mad, bro. She's the type that I'm the type that I get mad. I can't be mad, bro, because she's like, "Why are you mad?" I'm the one that I'm not like. So with her, my biggest
She's the only
pet
one
peeve-
that could be mad at
and
the moment.
she never knows how to say sorry.
Okay.
That's my thing. That's her.
And you know what? I could relate to that because I'm that type of person, man. I know sometimes, I'm just like maybe that pridefulness in me, and I'm just like.
and it's just that I think it's because she doesn't like to be wrong. So she's the type that she just won't say sorry.
And let me
unless
tell you something,
she
Johnny
has to.
Cage. She's probably never wrong, bro. It's always you, man.
So I'm not sure if you know the math, right? If you're right and she's wrong, you're wrong.
Yeah,
Right?
absolutely, bro. That's exactly how it works.
Dude,
Yeah,
when
if
he
you're both
answered the
right,
question-
So-
you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm always gonna be wrong.
You're always
man.
gonna be wrong.
Yeah.
I live by one saying, man. You already know it's a happy wife, happy life.
Yay,
go.
that
There
is
you go.
very true. So let her be the mad one, all right? All right, well, give us one more last
The
one, dude.
final question, going back to our beautiful city, right? What is something in El Paso that everybody goes head over heels for that you think is just overrated?
Chico's tacos.
Oh, Kevin, give him a boo on that.
Bring back the
Kevin.
government
Give 'em a
cheese.
I love, and don't get me wrong. And let me explain.
What's your beef on that, bro?
They gotta wait. Someone, I don't know who lost their WIC card. But the WIC
Bring back the government cheese.
I don't know what senora back there doesn't give them the cheese anymore, but the cheese
Yeah.
and just they don't taste the same, bro. I mean, and I love Chico's, bro. But the last few times that I've had it, I'm like, yeah, this shit's not the
When
same.
was the last time you went to Chico's?
The last time I went, honestly, was last year during the holidays. I went with
Okay.
Ebbs because Ebbs loves Chico's, man. And we went and we were so disappointed.
Actually, I gotta say, I've always loved Chico's, like since I could remember. And the last time I went, which was probably like 2-3 months ago, I was pretty disappointed.
You know, and so was I, man. And I think it's the government cheese that they changed.
I don't even know. I think even like the rolled tacos, right? Because like
burnt.
Everybody else has them now. Like you could go to a bar and everybody has their
district
fucking,
has some bomb ass ones.
Their third tavern.
The homies Gilly, third tavern. Gilly's have some dope ones, man. So there's even a place on Yarborough, Frisco's Burger. They have they have bomb ass rolled tacos too, dude.
Whose rolled tacos would you put above Chico's tacos? Like where you tell right now people to go?
Yeah, look in the camera and let them know.
Right now?
Yeah, right now. I
just had them the other way. I'd have to say the district.
Oh,
and that's not because I'm biased because I do events with them, but that's good.
That's just a little plug right there.
Yeah, it's a little plug to the district. Hey, man,
you guys owe me.
Yeah. Give him a round of applause for going through that segment.
I mean, what do you guys think of, honestly? What do you guys with Chico's?
Okay, look, it's because with Chico's, okay, in my opinion, Chico's has more than like one thing that I've always loved, right? It was obviously always the
hot dog,
cheese. The hot dog, right? Sin pan, you know? I love their burgers, bro.
Yeah.
I think their burgers, in a good day, their salsa is fucking amazing. But the rolled tacos was always my number one. And of course, the cheese. Every time I'd go, I'd order a double. I'd order a single jumbo cheeseburger and some fries with some cheese, extra cheese on the side,
hungry, bro.
Right? Extra cheese on the side, like an extra cheese thing. But you guys are right. I don't know how long ago. It's been a few years now, and it's not the same, man. And I thought, well, okay, the cheese could be different, but let me see. The burgers for me are still good. But them rolled tacos to me,
they fell off.
Yeah, they fell off a little bit. We need to have the owner or somebody involved with Chico's to be on here and explain to us what's going on.
And I know that it's an icon. Don't get me wrong, man, because I've loved Chico's since I was a kid, man. Who hasn't, right? Like I grew up with Chico's on McRae. I'm from the Valley, so I used to love going to Chico's late at night. You'd have your tacos and you get to watch a show, dude. Literally, the show there was usually a gang fight outside.
Yeah. And that's the thing. Like me going to Chico's, like every time somebody comes out of town, the first thing that everybody tells them, go to Chico's, go to Chico's. Like it's a staple. Don't get me wrong. They've been here for a while, but they definitely have fallen off in the quality of the food.
The tacos, man.
Yeah, and especially the tacos. But I go for the experience, like you said. I see the fights. I see the person that comes in that like
I think it's
such stuff and they pretend to be
fucking hood rat fights.
Yeah,
dope, dude.
I think it's just a staple. Like it's already like embedded in El Paso's like
it's an icon.
Yeah, it's an icon, right?
It's like the star on the mountain.
So for me, it hurts. Like when people say like, "Hey, you like Chico's?" and I'm gonna tell them straight up, like I do, right?
I'll still back it up, bro. Like don't talk shit about Chico's. Like only I can talk shit about Chico's.
Don't you ever talk shit about
back it up, bro. Don't get me wrong.
But it is, man. I can't lie, and it kind of sucks, Like hopefully, this shit's gonna come back or whatever. But
I don't know. 70 years standing.
70 years,
bro. Shout out
though.
No, and not to knock them. If anything, it's positive criticism, bro.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, the fact that after 70 years, the fact that after 70 years we're still talking about it, and shit like that, they're doing a good thing. One thing that we forgot to talk about that I want to bring up, as I've said throughout the episode, we're here at Sunland Park Mall, but it's no longer Sunland Park Mall.
No
right?
mas, no more.
It's no more, man. This place was bought out by the owner of Star Western Wear.
Damn.
And now it's called what?
The Solano. Shops of Solano.
Solana, right? Solana.
Super Soriana.
No sé.
Solana.
No,
but I mean, the mall has been changed up a couple of times before, but the name has never changed.
Mm-hmm.
Like this place has been open since the late 80s.
Yeah.
Switched hands.
Then now, it's switched hands twice before. I've worked here for a total of almost 10 years, right? But now that we have this new owner and the new owner changed his name, what do you think about all that, man? You think Sunland Park or La Solana shops are gonna turn around and change it up, or what?
I hope, man. You know what? He's definitely got his work cut out for him. Obviously, he took on a big challenge because let's be realistic. For many years, Sunland Park has been a ghost town.
It was dying.
I'm very real about when I mention this stuff, because I want them to listen and be like, dude, like these are the streets talking to you.
Right. Yeah.
I've talked about some of my radio shows, and people are like, it's because you never know what stores are here. You never know. Everyone has their own times of operation. Like some close at 4, some close at 3. Yep. Sometimes it's just closed. So they want consistency.
Right.
And I think in order for it to really, really thrive, yeah, you have to definitely change the name, but you also have to bring some stores that people want.
Yep.
Yeah.
And restaurants.
Yeah, I mean, I've worked here for a very long time, and as time had gone by, you see a lot of big stores move out. And one thing about this place is like it came to grow on me, right? So every time I hear people talking shit, like I've always known that Sunland Park has big potentials.
Yeah.
Like you could bring in big restaurants and stuff like that, but that's what it is. I think it's bringing in stores that people know, right? I'm not to talk smack or anything. Well, a lot of these shops are like mom and pop shops, right?
Yeah,
which
that's cool.
Which it's also good, but a lot of these people don't know about these shops. And then when they show up, they're looking for like high-end stores or whatever, and then they don't see it. So what do they do?
They go to the Fountains, they go to Cielo Vista,
exactly.
or they go to the outlets.
I remember when I was in middle school, this was the spot to be.
Dude.
Like on Fridays and Thursdays, you'd come here, and we wouldn't even buy shit. I didn't have money in my pocket. It was just to walk around and look at everybody.
Walk-arounds, bro.
Walk around.
Walk-arounds.
And you would have to like, you were shoulder to shoulder sometimes with some people. And now,
like,
yeah, it's he definitely has his work cut out for him. Hopefully he can get some stores that people know.
Yeah.
And hopefully he hires the right marketing team, because like honestly and everything, and I always tell people, you need to market your product, man. Yeah. Just because social media can only take you so far. A news story can only take you so far. Trust me, I do events all the time, man.
You know what this place needs to do? They need to have Johnny Cage out here on the evenings for the noon workout and shit.
Right in the middle with the
right there in the middle, center
court. You'd be surprised, man, at little things that you can do. I mean, just to
bring
people, man. I mean, and it's a beautiful location. Dude, if you go right across the street, the shopping centers are always packed, man. Yeah. Target and
they're building Marshalls. They're building a brand new aquarium coming up, dude. Where Old Navy used to be. This is going to be the biggest aquarium on this side of Texas. So that's going to be a big deal for them. So
and hopefully if they do El Paso, don't act stupid. Don't be trying to slap the fish.
Hot Cheetos.
Fucking hot Cheetos. Like you guys spent hot Cheetos.
We can't have nice things.
I don't
know why.
Come on, bro.
You said hot Cheeto fingers on the glass.
Dude. You can see people.
I don't know why you even said that, Cage, because I was planning to go in there dressed as like a fisherman, like with my fishing rod.
You can't have nice with the pro bass hats now, dude. Why not, dude? They're trendy, dude.
Whatever.
No, but honestly, I wish them the best, man. Yeah. And hopefully that he can turn it around. He definitely has his work cut out for him. Yeah. And as in anything, man, it's money, man. He's investing. He's gonna invest a lot of money into this, and
expecting a lot in return.
Yeah. And get ready, like if I was to give that, I believe his name is Enoch. Something.
Enoch, and then Huckleberry.
Enoch, like the
I don't know, man. I tried. Look, man, I'm not trying to talk some shit, bro, but I just gotta say, man, because of that transition of ownership, I was laid off.
Damn, he's got a bone to pick with you,
motherfucker.
But that's okay, man. Now it's giving me time to do this great show that I'm doing right now, and I love it. And I'm taking that unemployment and that severance check. So thank you very much, man.
Blessing in disguise.
But I'm still looking forward for this place to.
Well, you gotta see. I mean, you gotta see. Hopefully he has the right people in his ear. Because people saying, hey, this is what we need. Hopefully he hires a good research team that can give them the right data and say, hey, you know what, this is what you're lacking. This is what they're looking for. I talked about this on my radio show, and I always, when I do this on my radio shows, I do it to give positive criticism. Right. Because I even get positive criticism, dude. Like just the other day when I did my Noche de Juarez at Speaking Rock, man, I got a message, something like, hey, man, you're mentioning the Lower Valley too much, man. Don't forget to mention the rest of us. We're also here. And I was like, cool. I don't take that like, fuck you.
We all show you love.
Yeah, I say like, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. Like I know how to
criticism,
so,
right?
Like with this gentleman, like I understand.
It's like constructive.
Like with him, like I hope he's got the right, people in his ear saying, hey, this is what we need. You might want to try this. You might want to do this. But, also, you got to be smart in your business move of what void are you going to fill here?
Right.
Because this really, I mean, it hasn't been a very popular spot in a very long time.
Well, I mean, I got laid off, so it's probably gonna pick up now, man. A lot of people knowing that I
still work there. Nah, fuck that.
Like, all right, hey, bring them in. But hey, I want to give a shout out to this place, Sunland Park Mall or La Solana. Kevin, give him a round of applause, man.
Really to them, man.
Yeah, man. I'm honestly, even though I got laid off, that I've always said this place has a spot in my heart, and I've always wanted to see it.
It's got mad potential, bro.
Yeah, it's got mad potential, man, and yeah, for sure. So, all that being said, guys, what I want to do now is we're gonna go and move back towards the back end of this pod. And what I want to do now is I want to go around this whole table and give our last words. For this, I'm gonna start off with a boy Chewy. Let us know what's up, brother.
First of all, I want to thank CSGSO, bro, from small residential projects to full commercial projects. Call us today. Their number is 915-856-21117 for more information. The link will be popped up. Don't sleep on them. But other than that, bro, this new team we got Sun City in the room. We got Kevin. We got Mr. Cage. Thank you for being here, bro. We got Danny Days, Misa. Good shit, bro.
Good stuff, man. Dude, yeah. Danny, last words, brother.
Last words. I just want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Go ahead and like, share, and subscribe. Also, thank you so much for Johnny Kage again. A pillar in El Paso. Not only one of the greatest DJs, but he's putting El Paso on the spotlight. So we greatly appreciate you.
Thanks,
and
man.
Continue to grow.
Yeah,
appreciate it, man.
Cage, last final words, brother.
For me, man, honestly, just thank you guys. I wish you guys nothing but the best on the Takeover Show, man. Brand new podcast. Excited and honored to be your first guest. I encourage anyone that is anyone in El Paso to come on the show. I know you guys are open to so many guests.
Everyone and anyone.
And it's awesome to see podcasts like this thrive because you get to learn a little bit of everyone that maybe you didn't know about.
Right.
But other than that, man, last thoughts, just support the ones that love you. Don't worry about all the negativity. Like, I pay no attention to that. Just be sure and be present in the moment. I've always been a very big supporter of our city and things happening in our city. It's important to me, man. I'm involved in a lot in our community. You guys have mentioned our blanket drive that we have.
Yeah, bro, I love that shit.
If you ever need help, bro,
we do. So my wife is a big time animal lover. We have our dog Roxy. So every year we do Roxy's blanket drive. So we just do different stuff. Get involved with your community.
Bro, even their dog is doing something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how's your dog doing?
We'll show up
good,
too.
man.
We'll take over the blanket drive.
Thank you, man. And honestly, support all the locals, man. There's a lot of great talent. Not just me, man. I'm just saying, don't support my events. Obviously, I have festivals that I'm not only an investor, but I also help. Put together.
But there's local people that are in your event that would also fucking appreciate.
There's a lot of locals in El Paso trying to do events as well. And I see the mess. I read the fine lines sometimes. They're like, oh, if Johnny's not involved, or hey, get Johnny to do. Oh, let me guess, Johnny's doing it again. No, it's not that, man. There's a lot of support and it shouldn't be like that. It's like, hey, you know what? This dude's trying to do this event. Like, let's go out and check out. Let's go support. I have a lot of homies that are throwing events that I'm not a part of, but I'll still be like, yo, dude, you do you. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah,
I want all of us to win, man. Like I say with us, man, with our events, I always tell people, look, bro, my thing is about giving our city shine. Like our food trucks that we've had at our events, our festivals are super dope. The local DJs we add on. I have a lot of DJs, that are like, hey man, how do I get on there and how do I do this? Obviously, I'm gonna give priority to the homies that I know that they've basically put in the work, man, and they deserve it. You know what I mean? Because I at one point I was that dude, man. That I was
you got to put in the work first.
You just can't. Shit's not gonna be given to you, man. You got to work for it.
Yeah,
dude.
definitely.
So support all the events, man. Support as much local business as you can because it is the backbone of El Paso. And at the same time, support each other. Be good to each other. There's a lot of crazy shit that goes on in our city, man. And like I always say, be the bigger person. Walk away from bullshit. Fly straight. And, I think the rest will come, man. And you guys, I think you guys are onto a great podcast. And I wish you guys nothing but the best.
Stay straight, pendejo.
Stay sober, too.
Yeah, exactly,
stay straight, pendejo.
Yeah.
It's a new podcast, man. It's new. It's a new era. And how exciting. And I wish you guys nothing but success.
Hey, I appreciate it so much. Kevin, give him one more time another round of applause. And a triple horn, please.
And back how you said on helping out the community. Me and Misa were talking, like, helping the community. Like, our main thing is called, it's a 915 thing. You see the star? You see the little dots?
Yeah.
You can't turn on if you don't help each other.
Yeah, absolutely,
So
man.
That's our goal. It's a 915 thing. You help me.
El Paso's an amazing city. I love our city, bro. I really do, man. And it breaks my heart every time I see some negative shit going down. Because I know we're better than that. We're better than that. We're better. We're not shit talkers. And there's a lot of good people here. Yeah, you're gonna have some that talk shit.
But you got the good
I feel like they highlight a lot of the bad things and not some of the good things.
Yeah.
Like, how like Einstein, he went off and he did like the ×5 all the way down, and he messed up on one, and people started laughing at him, started pointing it out, like, aren't you supposed to be the smartest man in the world? It's like, so I got one wrong, and all the other 9 that I did, you guys are gonna appreciate.
But that's life,
those?
bro.
That's life.
People are always gonna judge you. That you could do a million things right. The minute you do something wrong, they want to point fingers and laugh.
Yep.
You just gotta know how to be the bigger person. Say, hey, you know what? We're all human. We all make mistakes.
When a brave man stumbles, cowards rejoice.
Yeah.
How many more do you got, bro? Jesus.
How much time do we have?
How much time do we have?
Oh shit! I'm gonna have to replace Javi with you, bro.
got him. Hey, well, last final words for me, man. One more time, I want to give a huge shout out to all the fucking crew here. Chewy, Danny, my brother Kevin, our boy Omar from Sun City Vibes, man. This whole episode, this whole show is powered by Sun City Vibes. Also, a big shout out to our boy Kino out there. He is the owner of Studio One and Palace, guys, over here at La Solana Shops. Used to be Sunland Park Mall, guys. Please come in here, get your haircut, get some pictures done. Dude, there's a lot that this guy has to offer. And last but not least, our sponsor, man, CS GSO. Guys, their link is at the bottom. All of their services out here, guys. Please check them out. Let them know that the guys over at the Takeover Show sent you. And Johnny Cage, bro, I can't express myself and tell you enough that I'm so thankful that you are who you are, the type of person, man. It's crazy. I think it's kind of rare to see somebody in the place that you are and being this humble, man. And I love it. And it's showing off. It's something that I want to carry on. I want everybody in here to carry on, to always stay humble, stay local, love everybody here.
Peace, love, man.
So thank you, bro. Thank you one more time, man. And so all that being said, guys, please make sure you guys are following the Takeover Show. All the links are at the bottom below, and you guys make sure to stay safe and
let's go out with this shot.
Stay fresh. Hey, cheers. Cheers.
Salute, boys.
Cheers. Thank you, Kino. All right, guys, we're out.
Stay fresh.